I'll be showing you how to create this beautiful e-commerce dashboard. As you can see over here, we have the dashboard overview, we have the revenue goals achieved area, and then we have the notification area where you can see the different notifications. You can see the username. Over here, I use my name, and you can see the role of the user. This particular user is an administrator. You can see the total revenue, you can see the total orders, you can see the total customers, you can see the conversion rate. Down here, you can see sales by category. We use recharts for this area, and you can see we have the categories that are trending. You can see over here we have the revenue overview, the monthly revenue overview, and profit trends. You can see the percentage and versus the last period. Okay. And then when we come down here, you can see important updates, critical updates, and insights for your e-commerce business. You can see revenue growth, customer base, the conversion rate optimization. And this is under the performance tab. You can switch tabs to the inventory tab. You can see the ones with low stock and the ones that are critical and the ones that are in stock. And we can also move to the alert tab, and we can see payment gateway issues, high traffic alert, and sales milestones. So these are the different tabs for the important updates. And when you scroll down, you can see recent orders. You hover on it, and you can see there's a nice hover effect. You can see if it was cancelled, completed, pending. And when you go to the top products area, there's also a nice hover effect. You can see wireless headphones under electronics category has 61,700. These are obviously static, but you can make them dynamic by adding your own backend. So you can see the different top products. And when you hover, you can see a nice animation. On the left hand side, you can see analytics, orders, products, customers, and reports. These are different menus. And you can see that it's fixed. When you scroll, it doesn't scroll. And over here, we have a text that says commerce and an icon which can be changed. I'm going to show you guys how to make this beautiful dashboard using my blog post on Medium. All you have to do is copy and paste the code, and everything is going to be ready. Easy peasy. And down here, you can see we have a little slide going on also. Okay, so all you have to do is go to the Medium article that's in the link in the description below, and then follow the instructions step by step in order to have this e-commerce dashboard for yourself. I'm going to show you guys how we can do that right now. So the first thing we are going to do is click on the link in the description to come to this Medium article over here, how to build a stunning e-commerce dashboard with Next.js and ShadCN. So this is going to be a guide for you guys. And the first thing we're going to do over here, we're going to create a Next.js project. So we're going to click on copy, and then we're going to open our command. You can do this with your Mac or a Linux. I'm going to move to my documents folder, and I'm going to paste the code in there. So you can see this says npx create next app at latest e-commerce dashboard. So the name of our project is going to be called e-commerce dashboard. We are just going to follow it step by step. And over here, you can see when prompted the options to follow. You're going to make sure it's TypeScript and we are using the app router. Those are the most important things. So over here, you can see I've already accepted TypeScript, app router, Tailwind CSS is yes, source directory, no, app router is recommended, and then for the rest, you can select what you want. So we're going to wait for it to build the project. So over here, you can see that we finished creating the Next.js project with TypeScript, app router, and Tailwind. So the next thing we need to install is ShadCN. Okay, we come here, we paste this to install ShadCN, and it's loading right now. So we have to be patient. Oh, my bad. Wait, hold on. I made a mistake. After we finish installing, this is why it's good to, follow up. Step 2, we have to move into our e-commerce dashboard. We did not do this. That is why it showed this error. As you can see, we're trying to install this in the document folder. So we first need to be in our own folder, the e-commerce dashboard, before trying to install ShadCN. So now we're going to install ShadCN without any issues. We're going to go with neutral. You can choose any color you want, but in order to follow what is in the video and in documentation here on Medium, you should go with neutral. Then when you're done designing it based on the instructions, you can choose to change that if you want. So you can see the project is initialized, completed, and we can open up the project. But first things first, we need to follow step 4, which is to install the required ShadCN components. We are using sidebar, card, button, avatar, badge, chat, alert. So we're just going to click on copy, come over here, paste this so it installs these different components. So as you can see, we finished installing the different components that we're going to use, and you can see them here: sidebar, button, separator, sheets, and all that. So we're going to come to step 5, which is to install recharts. Now, ShadCN chat uses recharts under the hood, but I'm just installing it to be on the safe side. So this is the project structure currently. You can see under we have the app, we have the components, we have the UI, and then we have this dashboard directory under the components directory. But currently we need to create this dashboard directory, so we can ignore this and just scroll down. And we also have this data directory that has dashboard data.json, but we don't have this currently. So we are going to scroll down. You can see it says over here, first create a data directory and add our comprehensive JSON data. So you can do it on command by clicking on copy and pasting this, but instead I'm going to move to VS Code and we're going to do it manually in VS Code. So as you can see, we're in VS Code now. So we are going to follow the instructions in the article. So it says create data slash dashboard data.json. So we're going to click on copy. We're going to create this folder and create the JSON data. I'm going to move this so it's closer to what I'm doing. I'm going to come down here, and then in the root directory, we're going to click on create a new file. Then we're going to paste so it creates our file for us. As you can see, our folder and file has been created. We created the data folder and we created the dashboard data.json. So we're going to copy this over from here. We're going to scroll down all of this. We're going to click on copy. Then we're going to paste it here in our dashboard data.json. This is the data we're going to use on the website, on the dashboard. So we're going to go to step 7. It says we need to create, under the app directory, we need to create a dashboard directory and create a page.tsx under app. So I'm going to click on copy. So under app, we need to create a dashboard directory, call it dashboard. And then under that directory, we need to create a page.tsx file. We've created this page right now. Soon we are going to be seeing some red lines because we need these components and they do not exist. Yep, you can see them. So let's create those components. So we're going to scroll down to step 8. Under the components directory, we need to create a dashboard directory. And that is the one that you can see in the project structure above, okay? And then in that dashboard directory, we need to create dashboard overview.tsx, okay? So in the components directory, so this is the components, we'll create the dashboard directory. And then under the dashboard directory, we'll create a dashboard overview.tsx. So we'll copy and paste it. Right now you can see the red squiggly lines because there are certain components we need that do not exist in our project currently. But don't worry, we are going to create all these different components and you're no longer going to see these errors anymore. So come here. Guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. I try to make this really easy for you guys. So I would really appreciate if you could like and subscribe to the channel. We're going to come to the dashboard and we're going to create dashboard sidebar.tsx. So we'll come here. So we paste that over there in the dashboard sidebar.tsx. And same thing in the same dashboard folder. We'll copy this and create the dashboard header. So we've pasted the content for dashboard header, and that was so now we're going to scroll down, and then you can see we need the notification bar.tsx. So we're going to copy that under the under the dashboard folder, and we're going to paste it here. Now we need the overview cards.tsx. So we'll come over here, still under the dashboard folder. We're going to paste that, and then we'll come here and copy the code. So as you can see, it's really easy, it's quite straightforward. Come here, copy the code, come back in here, paste the code, and we save. And then we go back, we create the revenue chart.tsx under the dashboard folder. So we have the revenue chart.tsx, and then we copy this code over here. Right, so we've pasted this for the revenue chart, and then we go back to the sales chart.tsx. So we'll come to the dashboard, we create sales chart.tsx, and we copy it from here. Click on copy, come over here, paste it. So I'm going to close because we have a lot of um, components here. So I'm going to close saved, and then we're going to leave this one here, the sales chart, and then we are going to save that. I'm going to come down here. We need to create the dashboard tabs. This is very important. So click on copy. Under dashboard, we have the dashboard tabs.tsx. So this is the dashboard tabs. Okay. And then we need to create recent orders. Every e-commerce dashboard needs to see recent orders. So we click on a new file, recent orders.tsx, and then we copy this over here. So this is for the recent order section of the dashboard. And then we need a top products section too, because we need to know the top products on the dashboard or on the system. So we create a top products.tsx and then we copy that and then we paste it in here. Good. So as you can see, we've done all that. Now we're going to come back to the page.tsx. You can see we still have the red squiggly lines, even though we've actually created these components. So all you have to do is click on Control plus Shift plus P and then click on reload window. If you don't see reload window, you can type reload and you're going to see reload window. So you click on reload window and it reloads your VS Code or whatever IDE you're using, whatever code editor you're using, you just reload your code editor, or you can close your code editor and open it back again, and you're no longer going to see those errors. But one of the things we need to change right now is our font, because currently we are using the default font and it uses your system font. But the font we are going to use is called Inter. Inter is a really nice font. You should check them out. And I'm going to show you how you do that. So you do that by coming to your layout. So let me close all of this. You come to app, and then you come to layout. Currently, we have only one layout.tsx. So let me close all of this. You come to layout.tsx. Currently, you can see these are the fonts we are using, but we're going to change that. Okay, so we come here. This is how you configure interfont. Okay, you go to the app layer.tsx, and then you copy this code that is in here. Click on copy, and then you go to you change everything in here. So we'll copy everything with backspace, and then we paste our new code in here. So this code uses, you see, they changed the title to e-commerce dashboard. It says beautiful e-commerce dashboard built with NextJS, ShadCN, and ShadCN charts. And you can see over here we use Inter for our font. Inter here, which is importing from Next Font Google. Okay. And then currently the if you want to view the dashboard, you have to go to slash dashboard. But if you go to our home page, what you're going to see is the default Next.js page. So let's try and run. We're going to do npm run dev so we can view our dashboard. So you can see our server is running. I'm going to click on follow link and it's going to open up. As you can see over here, we've opened up the project, but you can see what is here is the normal Next.js landing page. So we have to change this. And if you want to view the dashboard, you have to put slash dashboard, but it would be nice if we could put a button that takes us to the dashboard page. So what we're going to do is we're going to update our home page, the page.tsx. Okay. So we're going to come here and then scroll down and then we click on copy. Okay. So come here, our page.tsx, we copy the whole code, we backspace everything, and then we paste our new code in there. We save it and it's compiling. And then, so you can see now everything is here, including my information. If you have any questions and you want to reach out to me, WhatsApp is the best place to reach out to me instantly, or you can give me a phone call, or you can, hit me up on Twitter or on Upwork. And if you want to view the dashboard, this is how we click on. And that's it. So you can see right now we are on the dashboard, and I've already given you guys a breakdown of the dashboard and how everything works. But you can see that everything works totally fine. You can see our dashboard. If you refresh the page, it actually refreshes the page and shows you the animation. So everything is working perfectly fine. Our tabs are all working fine. And yeah, if you want to follow this step by step, what you have to do is click the link in the description and come to the article. And you can see what's left is to npm run build. But I've already done this, so I know there are no errors. And you run npm run dev, and then you can connect with me. I might be opening a Discord soon, but More importantly, don't forget to comment on the Medium post. I really appreciate if you guys comment on my YouTube and on the Medium post, if you like and subscribe, and if you can give me a clap. Right now, you can see I have no upload, so I really appreciate if you guys could give me an upload, because I try to make, you know, creating these projects really easy, because I know it can be time consuming watching me code, and it can get boring. You might sleep off. So I decided that I'm going to be, making the documentation easy like this, so you can just copy and paste and go through the code yourself. I'm going to be creating a lot of content here on YouTube, a lot of content. So I'm going to be making contents on React Native, mobile app development. I'm going to be creating mostly like project templates, that you guys can use for your own project, landing pages and all that. And I'm going to make it really easy. I'm going to post them on Medium, so you can just copy them and move on. So it would be really nice if you could give me an upload and also follow me on Medium and also on YouTube here, so you can keep track of what's really going on. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. I'll talk to you all later.